You think you're eating clean, salads, smoothies, whole, grain bread and low-fat snacks, but what if I told you that your healthy diet might actually be destroying your gut, slowing down your metabolism, and making you sick from the inside out? Every bite you take in the name of health could secretly be triggering inflammation, nutrient deficiencies, and hormonal chaos. Shocking, right? Well, the truth is, most of us are following diets designed by marketing, not by science, and today, I'm going to expose the hidden dangers behind some of the so-called healthy foods you eat every day. Hello and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're diving deep into a topic that affects almost everyone: why your healthy diet might actually be making you sick. We'll uncover the myths, the marketing tricks, and the foods that seem innocent but silently damage your body. So make sure you watch till the end, because I'll also share what you can do to fix it and truly eat for your health. Most people believe that eating healthy is simple. Just choose foods labeled as organic, low fat, or sugar-free. But here's the problem: most of those foods are not truly healthy. They're marketed to look that way. For example, when you see a yogurt labeled low-fat, you probably think it's a smart choice, but in reality, most low-fat yogurts are loaded with sugar to make up for the taste that fat provides. That sugar spike doesn't just ruin your diet, it disrupts your gut health and increases inflammation, making you tired and bloated. Another classic example is breakfast cereal. Even whole grain or multigrain cereals often contain artificial colors, preservatives, and hidden sugars that cause insulin spikes. Over time, these small spikes can lead to insulin resistance, a key step toward diabetes and weight gain. And let's talk about those healthy protein bars. Many are just glorified candy bars with protein powder sprinkled in. They contain processed oils, artificial sweeteners, and gums that harm your digestive system and slow down metabolism. The truth is, the food industry has mastered the art of health washing, using words like natural, fit, and wholesome to trick you into buying products that actually harm you. If your diet mostly comes from boxes, bottles, or colorful packaging, chances are it's doing more harm than good. One of the biggest reasons your healthy diet might be making you sick is hidden sugar. Even if you've stopped eating sweets or desserts, sugar could still be sneaking into your meals from unexpected places. Brands have found clever ways to disguise sugar with names that sound harmless, like maltose, fructose, dextrose, cane juice, syrup solids, or even fruit concentrate. The moment you see these words on a healthy label, you're being tricked. For example, that green smoothie you buy from the store might look like a clean, natural drink, but it can contain more sugar than a can of soda. The same goes for energy or protein drinks that are marketed as workout companions. They give you a temporary energy boost but crash your blood sugar later, leaving you tired, irritable, and craving more sugar. Over time, this constant roller coaster of blood sugar spikes and crashes damages your metabolism, increases fat storage, and leads to hormonal imbalance, especially the hormones responsible for hunger and fat burning, like insulin and leptin. The result: you start gaining weight even though you're eating healthy. So, if your diet includes a lot of packaged juices, flavored yogurts, or granola bars, you're probably overdosing on hidden sugars every single day. The truth is, sugar is not just empty calories, it's a slow poison for your gut, liver, and brain, and it's hiding in more healthy foods than you think. We've all grown up hearing that dairy is essential for strong bones and good health. But what if I told you that the same glass of milk or cup of yogurt you drink every day could be one of the reasons you feel bloated, tired, or even inflamed. The truth is, not everyone's body is designed to handle dairy, and most people don't realize it. Modern dairy isn't what it used to be. Cows today are often injected with growth hormones and antibiotics that end up in your milk. These chemicals can disrupt your gut bacteria, affect hormone balance, and trigger inflammation in the body. Even if you buy organic milk, pasteurization and homogenization strip away many of the natural enzymes that help you digest lactose, the sugar in milk. And here's where it gets worse. Lactose intolerance isn't always obvious. Many people experience subtle symptoms like gas, bloating, acne, or constant fatigue, and never realize it's coming from dairy. That healthy low-fat milk or Greek yogurt might be silently damaging your gut lining and affecting nutrient absorption. If you often feel sluggish or bloated after eating dairy products, it's your body's way of telling you that something's off. The best solution: try eliminating dairy for 2 weeks and watch how your body responds. You might be shocked to discover how much lighter, clearer, and more energetic you feel without it. Sometimes healthy isn't universal, it's deeply personal. We've been told for decades that whole grains are the foundation of a healthy diet. But the truth is, not everyone's body reacts to them the same way. In fact, for many people, whole grains can be one of the main reasons behind digestive issues, bloating, fatigue, and stubborn weight gain. Let's break down why. Whole grains like wheat, oats, and barley contain a protein called gluten. For people who are sensitive to gluten, and that includes millions who don't even know it, eating these grains causes inflammation in the gut. This inflammation damages the intestinal lining, leading to poor nutrient absorption and a condition known as leaky gut. Over time, that can trigger allergies, skin problems, and even autoimmune reactions. Another hidden problem: phytates, compounds naturally found in grains that bind to minerals like iron, zinc, and calcium, preventing your body from absorbing them properly. So even though you think you're eating healthy, your body might actually be starving for nutrients. And let's not forget modern processing. Most whole grain products in stores are still highly processed, stripped of fiber, and mixed with preservatives and artificial additives. What you end up eating isn't a wholesome grain, it's a nutrient, poor, gut-irritating version of it. If you constantly feel bloated or tired after eating bread, pasta, or cereal, your healthy grains could be the culprit. Try switching to gluten-free or ancient grains like quinoa and millet. Your gut will thank you. It might sound crazy, but even vegetables, the very symbol of health, can sometimes make you sick. Yes, you heard that right. Not all veggies are as harmless as they seem, especially when eaten in the wrong way or in excess. Some of the healthiest-looking vegetables contain compounds that can quietly cause digestive distress, nutrient loss, and inflammation if your body isn't ready for them. Take cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, kale, and cauliflower. They're packed with vitamins, but they also contain compounds called goitrogens, which can interfere with thyroid function when consumed excessively, especially in raw form. For people with thyroid issues, this can mean fatigue, weight gain, and hormonal imbalance, all while thinking they're eating healthy. Another hidden problem is oxalates, naturally occurring chemicals in spinach, beets, and Swiss chard. In small amounts, they're fine. But when you eat too many high oxalate foods, they can bind to minerals like calcium and form crystals in your kidneys, leading to kidney stones and nutrient deficiencies. And let's not forget pesticides. Even if your vegetables are fresh, non-organic produce can carry residues that disrupt hormones and burden your liver. Washing helps, but it doesn't remove everything. The solution isn't to stop eating vegetables, it's to eat them smartly. Cook cruciferous veggies lightly to deactivate goitrogens, balance raw and cooked greens, and choose organic when possible. Because even nature's best foods can backfire when misunderstood. For years, we've been told to fear fat and salt, that they're the villains behind heart disease and high blood pressure. But what if cutting them too much is actually making you sicker? The truth is, both fat and sodium are essential nutrients your body needs to function properly, and avoiding them completely can backfire badly. Let's start with fat. Healthy fats like those found in olive oil, avocados, nuts, and fatty fish are crucial for brain function, hormone balance, and vitamin absorption. When you remove fat from your diet, your body struggles to absorb fat, soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. This can lead to fatigue, weak immunity, and even mood swings. Yet, the food industry has turned low-fat into a marketing goldmine. Most low-fat products replace fat with sugar, starches, or artificial thickeners to improve taste, making them far worse for your metabolism. Now, about sodium. Your body needs salt to maintain hydration, nerve function, and muscle performance. But processed low-sodium foods are often stripped of real salt and replaced with harmful additives and flavor enhancers like MSG. Ironically, this can increase your blood pressure and make you crave more junk food. The real danger isn't in natural fats or salts, it's in processed, chemically altered foods pretending to be healthy. The key is balance. Use high-quality sea salt, include healthy fats daily, and avoid anything labeled low-fat or low-sodium. Nature designed them for a reason. Juices and smoothies are often seen as the ultimate health boosters, colorful, fruity, and packed with vitamins. But here's the shocking truth. Many of these so-called healthy drinks can do more harm than good. Whether you buy them from a cafe, supermarket, or even make them at home, the way you prepare and consume them can silently sabotage your health. Let's start with fruit juices. When you juice a fruit, you remove most of the fiber, the very thing that slows sugar absorption. What's left is mostly fructose, fruit sugar, which hits your bloodstream fast and causes an insulin spike. That's why drinking orange juice or apple juice can raise your blood sugar almost as much as soda. Over time, this leads to fat storage, fatigue, and even insulin resistance. Now, what about smoothies? They're slightly better because they retain the fiber, but most people overload them with too many sweet fruits, flavored yogurt, or even protein powders that contain hidden sugars and artificial sweeteners. The result, a calorie bomb disguised as a healthy meal. Even green smoothies can turn unhealthy if they're loaded with high-sugar fruits like mangoes or pineapples. Without the right balance of greens, fats, and protein, these drinks spike your sugar and leave you hungrier later. The fix is simple. Build your smoothies around vegetables, healthy fats, and low-sugar fruits like berries. Remember, a real health drink shouldn't taste like dessert. It should nourish, not trick your body. Over the past few years, gluten-free has become a magic word in the food industry. Everywhere you look, from breads to snacks and even desserts, brands proudly advertise their gluten-free versions. And while it's true that people with celiac disease or gluten sensitivity must avoid gluten, the rest of us have fallen into a dangerous trap, believing that gluten-free automatically means healthy. Unfortunately, it doesn't. Here's why. Most gluten-free packaged foods are made with highly processed ingredients like refined rice flour, potato starch, or tapioca starch, which are stripped of nutrients and spike your blood sugar faster than regular wheat. These healthier alternatives often have more sugar, salt, and preservatives to compensate for taste and texture. So, even though you've removed gluten, you've replaced it with something equally or even more harmful. Another big issue is nutrient deficiency. Many gluten-free products lack the fiber, B vitamins, and iron that traditional grains provide. This can lead to low energy, digestive problems, and weakened immunity over time. So, unless you're medically required to avoid gluten, replacing every grain with gluten-free snacks might actually harm your gut and metabolism. The smarter move: eat naturally gluten-free whole foods like quinoa, brown rice, buckwheat, and sweet potatoes instead of processed gluten-free junk. Remember, gluten-free isn't a synonym for healthy. The fewer labels you chase and the more whole foods you eat, the healthier your body and your gut will actually become. Protein is essential. It builds muscle, repairs tissue, and supports your metabolism. But just like anything else, too much of a good thing can quickly turn into a problem. Many people on healthy diets, especially those trying to lose weight or gain muscle, end up overloading on protein shakes, bars, and high-protein meals without realizing the hidden risks. Let's start with protein powders. Most commercial powders are heavily processed and often filled with artificial sweeteners, gums, and preservatives. Over time, these additives can irritate your gut, cause bloating, and disrupt your microbiome, the good bacteria that keep your digestion and immunity strong. Some protein supplements are also contaminated with heavy metals like lead or arsenic, especially cheaper brands. Another overlooked issue is excess protein itself. When your body gets more protein than it needs, it can't store it, so it breaks it down. This process releases waste products that strain your kidneys and liver. You might not feel it right away, but long-term overconsumption can lead to dehydration, kidney stress, and fatigue. And here's the twist: high-protein diets often crowd out other essential nutrients like fiber, antioxidants, and healthy fats. You might look fit on the outside, but suffer from gut imbalance or sluggish digestion on the inside. So instead of chasing protein in every meal, focus on balance. Mix clean proteins like fish, eggs, lentils, and nuts with plenty of colorful veggies and healthy fats. Your body thrives on variety, not extremes. Now that you know how many healthy habits can secretly make you sick, it's time to reset, not by quitting health, but by redefining it. The first step is awareness. Don't blindly trust packaging, labels, or trending diet plans. Always read the ingredient list. If it sounds like a chemistry experiment, it doesn't belong in your body. Second, prioritize real food. The healthiest diet isn't made in factories. It's grown, caught, or raised naturally. Fill your plate with whole fruits, seasonal vegetables, clean proteins, and good fats. These foods don't need a low-fat or gluten-free label. Their nutrition speaks for itself. Third, listen to your body. No two people digest food the same way. If something makes you bloated, fatigued, or foggy, it doesn't matter if it's labeled superfood. It's not right for you. Your body's feedback is the best nutrition coach you'll ever have. Lastly, ditch the extremes. Detoxes, starvation diets, or cutting out entire food groups often backfire. Health isn't about perfection, it's about balance and consistency. When you eat real, unprocessed food most of the time, your body naturally heals and performs better. Remember, what's marketed as healthy might not be healthy for you. Simplify your plate, go back to nature, and watch your energy, focus, and mood transform from the inside out. If this video opened your eyes, hit that like button and subscribe for more science-backed health truths every week. Comment below with the healthy food that surprised you the most and share this video with someone who needs to see it. Let's spread real health, not marketing myths. Stay healthy, stay smart, and I'll see you in the next one. flexed biceps,